Tonight, Apex Legends. Coops left us hanging again, and Niantic hand out some STDs. Welcome back to Incensed. Mark, Ian and myself have recovered from our first birthday party, I think. There's no hangover here, although I think Coops probably still is. So, boys, how are we doing tonight?
Yeah, good. Recovered, mate. Recovered. Yeah. It's nice to see Coops. He looks familiar, but I can't quite piece where from.
Listen, Milo, do you know what? Yeah, one day when you do one of your intros, I really want at the end, I really want you to go, and I live on 7 stops.
Do you want me to retake? Do you want me to retake? Just to put in the third one as, and I live on 7 stops. Welcome to Incensed.
But thanks, bro. I'm all good. I know we're going to talk about last week, the big birthday bash.
We are.
Yes. Sorry about that.
Ian, what about you, mate?
Well, I'm just about recovered. I don't think I've had as hectic a 3 days in the last sort of few years, but from that recording last week where we started at 7:30, I think we finished about 2 a.m.
We did.
To you editing all day, me waiting for a polish that never came through, to Community Day, which was a bloody long day, and then you finishing the edit off Sunday morning, hungover, and then me polishing and still getting out only 2 hours late. It was like, oh my God.
There was a surprising amount of that in the show, actually.
Yeah, I don't know why.
Guys, sterling effort. I know we'll talk about it in a bit. Fair play.
Cheers, dude. But ladies and gentlemen, you know what to do. Time to drop that incense.
Pop an incense inside me.
Make sure to share with us any shinies or hundos or things that matter to you that you get while listening to the show via Twitter or Instagram. We are still on Instagram. Using our famous hashtag, see you next Tuesday. Oh, sorry, that was why I tweeted to Niantic earlier. It's hashtag shinies of the week. I will clarify the spelling, you twat. Clarify the spelling. SHINIESOFTHEWEEK is the one that you will need. That's the intro successfully done. So we sort of introed a little. Yeah, I know it's not like it's been 54 times, but we move.
Do you know what's funny though, bro? I feel like every time it comes back to your turn, it is quite nerve-wracking. I'll give you that. I'll actually give you that.
You sort of have to. It's like shit. Can I get it?
Yeah.
Can I do it? Yeah. But let's have a little look back at last week's recording, the 1-year anniversary show. I thought it was a good chance to reflect.
Reminisce.
People listening, you might have heard a lovely 2 hours, 20 minutes extended, polished episode. Shall we give you a little bit of a sneak peek behind the curtain as to what multitude of things happened?
Is this where me and Mark have got to go, yes,
come on, boys, yeah.
Or you could tell me to fuck off. Either way, we'll move on.
Come on, Mark,
Yeah. Before the wizards, as I call them, before the magicians, that was it. Magicians, Milo and Waterfall, or Whitfield and Waterfall, the 2 W's.
The undynamic duo.
You're a wizard, Milo.
Ooh, is that your wand, Milo? Ooh.
That's what Ian said to me when he was on his knees last week.
Can't find Coops' wand.
There it is.
How we put it together, we will talk more, and you will be able to share that more with listeners. But we had an idea, and it was something that was generated, and it sounded like a really simple idea when I explained it, the concept of it, of introducing the guests on. By God, it wasn't that simple. And like the boys have said already,
no.
The first time I saw how much you'd condensed it down to is when I saw it on Spotify. Other podcast streaming platforms are available. But I saw that it was like 2 hours 22 or whatever it was, and I went, wow, you boys have done an amazing job on that, because like you said, you know, it was a long one, wasn't it? It started on
I had a heart attack.
That's why you was only there for the first half.
I was like, my hour's done, peace.
I'm out of here.
Yeah, your contract doesn't give overtime, does it?
Did Coops think he was a guest on our podcast then? Did he think he was one of the guests for the year anniversary?
I've overstayed my welcome. I'm out of here.
Coops basically says, I'll give you an hour a week, then you can fuck off.
No, right, I tell you what, because I actually do want to hear an insight from you two boys about the edit, etc. But while we're talking about it, I do just want to clear the air. I think I've cleared the air about 80 times on this podcast.
This is important.
And we've only had 54 episodes. I just want to say that I bought my my bless it. It's done a great job. I bought my little laptop in 2013, right? So it's coming on to 10 years old. It just couldn't hack it. It physically, my poor little laptop, it just couldn't hack all the recordings. And after Zoe, I couldn't get back on. My laptop was crashing. It was freezing. It wasn't recording. So I do want to apologise to Echo, the Trainer Club, the Wayspotters Podcast. Was there anyone else that I missed?
I think that was it. Yeah.
That was it, mate.
Could you imagine? Yeah,
Mystic 7, Trainer Tips.
Dropped in, didn't he, Milo? And,
just swung by.
Boys, you missed your shot then. You missed your shot. But no, I just want to apologise. I didn't leave because I don't like... yeah.
And here's a special guest.
She wanted to talk to you, Coops.
You thought it was over 4 weeks ago, Coops.
Oh, fuck you, lot. But it's not because I don't like Billy. It's not because I don't like... It's none of that. My laptop just couldn't hack it. But we're back today. Exactly. But
it's not the Wi-Fi. Not the Wi-Fi.
But over to you, mate, to tell us, about the success of the anniversary episode, because amazing.
The insides of the post-production of that show, certainly with Coops' bit and Zoe's guest appearance, as you would have heard in the snippet in the show, it's saying, "Oh, my upload is at 0%." His upload basically didn't exist. His computer did, as Coops has said, his computer crapped itself and just didn't upload. We had to use what we call on Riverside is the archive file. It's basically a consolidated audio file that packs every participant's audio onto one track. But obviously the problem with that means that if bits where we're all laughing and stuff and talking over each other, you end up with that in the show. So it's sort of a case of carefully, surgically taking Coops' audio. And you have no idea, Coops, how many stock laugh clips were in that of you from previous segments of that show, from previous shows as well, because I was like, I need a range, can't have just Coops laughing in one way. So it's like
just me like ha ha ha.
They're like different lengths, different
tones. We literally use about the last 2 months worth of shows.
Sort of like, is there a Coops laugh track I can use? I've now got 10 audio bites of just different Coops laughs, because this is the thing. It was Coops' laptop. We've identified that his Wi-Fi connection was absolutely stable, which is good. So your new Wi-Fi did its job.
Ian, can we have
have West
No, not that one. What's that got to do with your fucking...
That was brilliant. Was that his laughing track? Was that his laughing track you used? Was it?
Listen very carefully in the background.
That's the OnlyFans track.
That's the second one now.
But Zoe's section came together quite nicely, and obviously we could booktail kind of Coops out of the show. And then due to trying to get his upload to work and things like that, we overran time-wise a lot. I mean, as Mark said, it was a really, really good idea. I still say it was great. It was a really, really good idea. But, oh my God, the amount of stuff that went behind it, holy shit. And it did end with Ian and I on the call ending the show at about 2 a.m. together before we met up
the following morning.
To go down on each other.
To go down on each other in Starbucks.
One thing at a time.
Give me your coconut latte, Ian.
But no, all jokes aside, Milo, I do now we're live and that on air. I love you. Well, both of you boys, you both edit to death, and I am, like I said, my laptop, if it could give you a big cuddle right now, it would. So, apologies.
But we pulled it together in the end, and it was a monumental edit, about 22 hours on my end, and probably another 2 or 3 on Ian's or so.
Well, it was a 2-hour, 20-minute show. It was about 3.5 on the edit, on the polish.
Yeah.
So, guys, can I just jump in quickly there? So, we never plead, we never beg, we never do anything, but join our Patreon, please. You've heard the amount of effort these boys have put into it. 22 hours to listen to a 2-hour, 20-minute bumper episode. We're a year old. It doesn't get thrown together.
If you look at it end to end, it was 25.5 hours. It was a day to edit a 2.5-hour show.
These guys deserve it.
And if you go over to our Patreon now live, we've got an editors tier. You can just give money to the editors.
Definitely.
But we should say thanks again to the guests who joined on Pokédexy, Cricket, Zoe, Billy, Echo, and Richard and Rolly from the Whale Lords podcast. They were absolutely stellar.
I'm not avoiding you boys, by the way. I'm definitely not avoiding you.
Coops' laptop went,
next week.
nah.
He went,
He went, nah, not having that. Computer says no.
You know, what is it? Waylord's up next. Bye, motherfuckers.
I'm out. I'm out of here.
Coops, out of all of us, they want to talk to you because you're the only PvPer here.
Oh, I know.
Guys, I just want to put a little footnote in, and fair play to him. JT Valor did respond after we'd recorded it. He'd been in Hawaii for I think he might still be in Hawaii, but he's certainly been in Hawaii for the last couple of weeks.
There,
and he did respond. He said, "Guys, I'm bad. I'm so sorry. I've missed it, haven't I?" But yeah, he would have been on it as well. So JT, yeah, we'll throw your name in there, mate, because you were there spiritually, my friend.
Fucking let down.
That's the guy whose anniversary episode is next week on episode 55. This is my anniversary episode tonight.
Yes, it's technically true. Happy 1 year, Mark.
Boys.
Coops, Echo did a good job of filling in for you because at the last minute he went from being a guest to actually filling in on the last section and filling in for you for the last 20 minutes.
Well, we know what happens when I quit. When the violations get too much for me.
I've had enough. But no, it was an absolutely stellar thing. I think we did something. We tried something ambitious, and it was successful.
Well done, boys. Well done, everyone.
Well done, guys. Well done. And thanks everybody who's listened to it so far. So we're going to jump into one of our favourite sections. It's getting to know you.
Fucking just tell me about you, mate. Just what's going on?
What? Ian?
Why?
That's a different getting to know you, but towards the end of last week's show, we had a couple of listeners' questions and sound bites thrown in, which we're hugely appreciative of. Lachlan from the Wayspotters Podcast actually threw in a 2-part question, which I'm going to utilise now. So,
if you had to settle down with one of your other co-hosts for the rest of your life, who would it be?
When I read it as you typed it up, I went, "Oh, one of your co-hosts for the rest of your life." He's moved the goalposts somewhat, boys.
I forgot to write that in. Who wants to go first?
I'll go first. Ian, straight away, because Coops, I couldn't live with the 15 years of you till you get older and you get that crazy streak out of your system. I'll be there going, Coops, just, oh no, I fear if I could sleep at night, not know if you're going to bound in the bedroom and fucking lie on top of me or something. Or do something off my back or something when I'm laying I don't know. And Milo, I think we'd get on all right, Milo. I'd leave you to do your stuff, and then we could watch a bit of something on TV about the universe or something in the evenings. But you're a bit of a night owl as well, mate, and I think you'd kill me.
You need Ian, the early bird.
Oh, actually, that'd kill me as well. Oh, Jesus Christ, I'm screwed here. I'm going to have to make it. Early bird's probably more bearable, to be fair, than them.
Well, Mark, this might persuade you. I do give good blowing.
Oh, Coops.
My God.
Oh, God.
Jeez. Well, there we go. It's Mark's gone with Ian. Coops.
Who's got the highest sex drive? Out of you three of you.
What's the measure?
No, do you know what? No.
Miles per hour?
I'm not
Strokes per
trying to,
minute.
Strokes per minute.
I think. Right, come on, boys. Let's be serious. Oh God. Do you know what, Mark? Ian, I'm gonna pick you, mate. I'm gonna copy Mark. I'm gonna pick you, bro.
Bless you both.
But I'm not gonna be Mark and give negatives to the two other people of why I don't want to be
Negatives. I love you, really, Coops.
Oh, I love you.
On a one-night stand kind of basis.
Yeah. Come on then, Ian. You've been picked twice. You can see you're blushing.
I've been thinking about this for like a week and a half since the question was first
Isn't that
posed,
quite
and-
worrying?
Yeah, it is. And
This is my.
I had to be quite deductive here and quite calculator. So I love all of you equally. I'll say that before we start, but I would live with Milo for the simple reason we both like cars, we both like technology, we both edit the podcast, and we're both pretty much on a similar wavelength in general.
I agree with that.
And Milo never talks about football, and Mark and Coops does all the time.
Oh, fuck. Coops, I choose you.
Too little,
Now we
too
need the
late.
Pokemon
No,
music.
Too little, too late.
You're dead to me, Mark.
You can't have me now. Fuck you.
We've now got a soundbite of Mark say, "Coops, I choose you."
Yay.
Live in the 2022 season.
I mean, listen, I know you're going to pick Ian. Come
Yeah.
on then, mate. What a surprise.
Yeah,
us.
I was going to say you could literally just swap Ian and mine name round with his answer. Because, yeah, exactly the same reasons. We both like
So
cars
Ian's the winner.
and
We've
ground
all,
tour, yeah.
we've all picked Ian. Ian's the winner.
And we have to, next time we all meet up, we're going to have to fight for him.
Yeah.
Let's just put this into context. There isn't a single woman in the country that wants me. But the three of you do. Silver lining and all that.
Congratulations, Ian. Congratulations.
We'll have a PvP battle to decide who wins your heart.
Love cup only.
Oh my god, Love Cup, yes. That'd be amazing.
Oh, fuck
Jeez.
me, Ian. Oh, Ian, that makes me sad, bro. Don't say that. Don't say that. Don't say that.
This is where it gets harsh because there was a second part to this
There is
question that
a
Lachlan asked.
second half, which is...
And if you also had to replace one of your other co-hosts with a celebrity of your choosing, who would you replace?
He's a fucker, isn't he? He's trying to split the podcast up. See what they're doing? The competition are trying to rock the boat.
Listen,
Oh no, we've only just seen.
listen, I know. We can move on. I know every single one of you's going to pick me. I know you are, straight off the bat. I know you are, and I'm okay with it. I'm okay with it.
Shall we actually
move on?
Shall we go around the table anyway?
We've got to pick a celebrity, though, haven't we?
Celebrity to replace a co-host or one of the
To
hosts on the
replace
show.
Coops.
Well, co is in Coops, so
Co-ops.
co-op. Yeah,
Co-op.
casual co-op.
Casual
Or
co-op.
MIA. Someone labelled you on Instagram as MIA Coops now. Shall I jump in with a first response?
Jeremy Clarkson.
Yes. But do you know
Richard Hammond.
Do you know who I would replace? I would replace myself.
Ooh.
Just so that you three would have to deal with Clarkson on your own without me.
You seriously wouldn't pick me?
No.
Oh, okay. Oh, cute. Ian?
I'm going to give a very kind of casual Coops answer here. I wouldn't get rid of any of you, but I would supplement you with Margot Robbie.
Then we could revisit the who would you settle down with question.
Exactly.
Wait. The fact, Ian,
Big
the
brain
fact
team.
you went from pale, spotty, and ginger to Margot Robbie was yeah, fine.
I don't think she's famous, but I'd love to bring Faith onto the podcast.
Faith is famous.
She's
She
famous
is now.
Gets tweeted about
She
now.
is now.
She is, and for that reason, I wouldn't replace Coops because it needs to have both of them on it to be to get that energy and that sort of bounce off each other.
I'll sacrifice myself in this endeavour.
Do you know what I feel? Because I've got a funny, talking about Faith, I've got a funny story for you lot. And I feel like we
Oh,
need
God.
a Valentine's. I feel like we've just had Valentine's Day. We need like a Valentine's quick 5 minutes. I can tell you the story. Mark, you can then tell us the poll about who won the poll. Yeah, that was hilarious. No, so who would I... God, this is a tough one.
The podcast wouldn't be produced if Milo and Ian weren't on it, so you'd have to kick me off it if you're going to kick someone off because it'd still get produced, mate. I kind of is a fucking given.
Because Mark's thinking about the production value.
Yeah.
That is definitely taking one for the team,
I
isn't
could
it?
technically still edit behind the scenes.
You could be an editor
Yeah,
slash producer.
yeah.
Do you know what, right? I'm actually going to do a Milo because I like that. I would take myself out. I don't know, boys. I really don't know. This is tough. This is really fucking tough.
Patrick Vieira.
Oh yeah, I'll tell you what. This is my answer. I would take myself off, and I'd put Cristiano Ronaldo in, so he'd have to talk to Ian and Milo about football. There we go. I'm going to do what Milo did.
Fuck.
Like that.
That would be a very boring podcast because we wouldn't talk football.
Maybe Ronaldo's big on Pokemon Go.
Maybe. Should have said Ed Sheeran.
Yeah, I was just going to say Ed Sheeran. That's it.
Should ask him see what his Great League team is.
He doesn't have a smartphone, does he? So he wouldn't be able to tell us.
It's just true. It's true. Very true indeed.
Do you know the first question was who would you like to settle down with?
Yeah.
Now I think the odds might go my way. So in true Incensed podcast fashion, out of all the hosts here, out of all four of us, who would you want to have a one night stand with? With your Pokemon wingman, who would you want to have a one night stand with?
So your night hasn't quite worked out, and you're lumped with your Pokemon wingman.
Yeah, and I'll go first, Milo. I'm going to pick you, bro.
Ah, that's nice.
Concerning.
Wait, Ian. Before you choose yours.
Oh my god!
We have a new YouTube short.
Ian, what do you think?
Don't stand
do you
up,
want to pick
Coops.
Milo? Yeah, do you want to pick Milo?
Don't stand up, Coops.
Ian,
Coops, I choose you.
Ian, before you pick him, hold on, mate. I'm just gonna hold on.
Jesus Christ! Where do we go from that? I'll go with Mark because he's more Larry. There you go. Willing to get it out on the podcast.
I think the good thing with Coops is he wouldn't bother you after it, would he? Be like, you'd have that one night stand, you'd never see him again, would you?
That's it, literally. You wouldn't be getting those stalky phone calls or messages.
I hate the fact you lot know me so well. I hate that.
Left on red.
Nothing to do with his physique, but anyway.
I'm fucking dying.
Jesus Christ. Lachlan, I apologise. Your question has gone in the gutter.
But I'm pretty sure you knew it would anyway.
Yes, he did.
My favourite bonus.
We just need to stop it before the S comes in.
Yeah. It's my favourite bonus.
Oh my god, where do we go from that shit show? Jesus Christ.
Boys, I've got to get a drink. I'm sweating up here. I've got to get a
Go
drink.
get a drink.
Oh, fuck me. I've got pants on. Don't worry.
Ian Wood.
Coops has gone for a drink.
We've clarified Ian Wood.
Oh, and there's someone at the door, at the creepy trap door.
Oh, Coops is back.
Coops.
Coops has brought a drink. Let's
Sorry
go.
about that. I was fucking crying. Sorry. Right, let's carry on. Where are we at?
Let's carry on.
Carry on.
Where do we go from that? Well, we've actually developed a new game. It's called Chasing Your Tail.
Chasing the tail. Chasing the tail. Tail to chase. It's chasing the tail. Would you think that'll sound alright when that's edited with some...
That's brilliant.
I'm sure it will be absolutely fantastic. This new game needs a little bit of explanation. Ian, do you want to try and inform our listeners as to what the fuck is going to happen?
Yes, I seem to get the short end of the wedge here because we come up with a new game and I have to try and kind of explain it. Anyway, year 2, we figured we needed something new in the show, so we came up with a new game. So, Chasing the Tail is a very simple game. We will start with a Pokemon, and the next person then has to pick the name of a Pokemon that starts with the last letter of the preceding Pokemon, so on and so forth. Now, you cannot stutter, you cannot pause, and you cannot repeat. So if you do, you're out, and it's an elimination game, so it's last man standing.
This may be really, really short. We'll have to see how this goes.
It's time to chase that tail, boys.
Time to chase the tail. So,
Order, Milo. What order are we doing?
shall I kick things off since I'm the host? Or
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
I'll
Yeah.
kick things off and we'll just see where this goes. So, okay, the order can be myself, Mark, Coops, Ian.
Cool,
Yeah.
cool.
Let's
cool.
go
Okay,
with
here
that.
we
Let's
go.
go with that. So, we'll start with Lugia.
Aerodactyl.
I mean, I don't know what it ends in. Is it L?
L. That's a
Lugia.
four.
Well, Coops is out.
No, you're out!
No, wait, I did the jingle. Give me another chance. Give me another chance. Give me another chance.
Shall we give him
Okay,
a free
right.
pass?
No. Listen, that was a practice run. Now the listeners can understand what we're doing. Let's go again.
yeah,
Let's
yeah.
go again. Okay, cool, cool.
Okay. Let's go.
Okay, let's
go
chase
with
that
this.
tail.
So, Skarmory.
Skarmory. That ends with Yamas. Or Yama, I should say.
Aerodactyl.
Lugia.
Aaron.
Noibat.
Turtwig.
Gollum.
Mudkip.
Pikachu. Out!
It's a stutter. Surely that's a stutter. Surely that's a stutter.
That's a stutter.
Oh, Ursaring. Oh, for fuck's sake. Fuck you lot, man.
Shit.
I know, Ian, because I know I'm out, yeah? Fair play. I like this game, bro. I actually like this
Great
game.
game.
It's a fucking game. Okay, because I'm out, the loser has to start it off. Obviously, I know I'm not involved, but the loser starts it off. Okay, here we go.
Yeah, fair,
you ready?
Fair.
So it's me next then, yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, so I'm out. So here we go. Mewtwo.
Omanyte.
Esper.
Out!
It ends in an E.
That was a pause.
That was a big pause. I was sort of like, shit, it doesn't end in a T, does it? Fuck.
No, it's an E.
All right, Milo,
Okay,
you
it's a
started,
duel between Mark and Ian.
Oh, fuck.
Trico.
Onomite.
Ekans.
Skarmory.
Yanma.
Aerodactyl.
Wait, did we say there's no repeat?
Pause! That's a pause!
I was just thinking we've said that one already.
Previous
I guess
round.
each round is different, innit?
Okay, well, Mark wins then, because, I was
Okay.
thrown.
Yeah.
All right, I'll tell you what, Mark wins, but I agree with you. I think from next time we do this game,
Yeah.
there's allowed to be, because I think we said Skarmory and Yanma 8 times then.
Yes. Every round.
Okay.
We did
I
the
like
same
the concept of the game. Yeah, let's say that you're not, even when you go on to the next round, you're not allowed to repeat. Okay, cool.
Deal.
Ian,
From the
good
same
job.
edition.
That
Yeah.
works,
Good
yes.
job, Ian.
It's a
Good game,
good,
guys.
very fun game.
Great
Yeah.
game.
Oh my god, that was a bit of trial and error there, lads. But congrats, Mark. New game.
We were like, no repeats. Yanma.
Aerodactyl.
Aerodactyl.
Lugia. That was it.
Oh,
Mark
love it.
literally just
Love it,
remembered
guys.
what had been said the previous rounds and went with it.
I'm
But-
fucking dying.
That was fantastic. That was fantastic. I think like after the J-Pre, we had a bit of Pokemon in there. Now we should actually dive into the news.
Is the news.
And Coops has the first steaming pile of effluent. It's a hoot hoot.
He wants me to notice that I'm not noticing. Wait. Ian, play that again. I've got a new YouTube short for you. You ready? Man like hoot hoot. Okay, so no, let's be serious.
That's spooky Coops.
This is definitely being made into a short, isn't it? This is.
Milo.
Come on, please say someone's got one.
Oh, guys.
No, fuck off.
No,
Fuck off.
Oh.
nothing.
The part
Nothing.
that Milo has given me to cover, I am going to be covering.
Fucking hoot hoot everywhere.
I am going to be. Okay, stop. All right. Okay. All right.
Actually, Coops, you know how we've got this hoot hoot talk?
Found it.
Your favourite restaurant chain is opening a new branch in the UK, Coops. Yes, Hooters is opening a new branch in the UK in
my
Liverpool.
God.
That's a
Oh my god. Should I go? I should visit Hooters and go and see if invite Katia. See if Katia wants an invite. Hey. Anyway, the part of the news which Milo has given me tonight is going to be about the Apex Shadow Lugia and Apex Shadow. I was going to say Hoot Hoot then Shadow.
When's that added, Niantic? Come on.
Ticket holders who complete Pokemon GO Tour Johto special research will unlock a new Masterwork research line, which is designed to be completed over a long period of time. By progressing through this Masterwork research, trainers can encounter these legendary Shadow Pokemon. Apex Shadow Ho-Oh and Apex Shadow Lugia give off an aura which has never been seen before. Moreover, when purified, that aura seems to change. Note, and then at the end, come the music that's got note. Ticket holders will be able to obtain both Apex Shadow Lugia and Apex Shadow Lugia, regardless of which version they select for Pokemon GO Tour
Just spin it
Johto.
up like a radio ad.
Yeah, literally. The move which Apex Shadow Ho-Oh is going to learn is going to be Sacred Fire. And we've got two versions of these moves. We've got Sacred Fire Plus, which is going to be 130 power for trainer battles and 135 power for gyms and raids. Then we've got Sacred Fire Hold Your Horses Plus Plus, which is going to be... Yeah, which is going to be 130 power still for trainer battles, but 155 power for gyms and raids. Now, moving on to Apex Shadow Lugia. The move, obviously, as you guys know, is going to be Aeroblast. So Aeroblast Plus for trainer battles, it's going to be 170 power. For gyms and raids, it's going to be 200 power. And Aeroblast Plus Plus, double plus, however you want to say it, it's going to be 170 power for trainer battles. And for the gyms and raids, it's going to be 225. Now, this seems really cool. This seems really exciting. But the boys did tell me before the podcast, if you purify your Shadow Lugia or your Shadow, sorry, I should say your Shadow Apex Lugia or your Shadow or your Shadow Apex Ho-Oh to make the move that it gets to go to the double plus, it's actually going to be worse than the single plus. So I don't know what to say. So basically, I'm going to let Milo, because he's just going to say, don't fucking purify it. But just to let you guys know, because I was a little bit confused, because it's my part of the news to cover. The Shadow Ho-Oh and the Shadow Lugia will know the move with just the 1+ sign. And when you purify them, or should I say, if you purify them, that's when the moves go to the double plus, if that makes sense. You can't get a Shadow Lugia and a Shadow Ho-Oh with both types of moves. It's the single plus is the Shadow and the double plus is the purified. So yeah, I hope that helped.
Coopsy boy is on the money with that. Good stuff.
Yeah.
And
considering I don't play, was that right?
Yes.
Well, spot on.
You read the article correctly. Well done. But he's got another fucking hoot hoot. What is going on? Jeez. This is weird, isn't it? I mean, none of us really have played the main series games, I guess, and I didn't know Apex Legends or Apex Legendaries, are they a thing in the main series games, or is this Niantic doing a Niantic thing and trying to make Shadow Lugia and Ho-Oh better, but they're shit anyway? And then these plus move things, we've seen them in the code, they were really bad. Everyone was like, what's the fucking point? And then they beefed the power up a bit, but they're still a bit useless anyway. Is it cool to be getting another Shadow Ho-Oh with like possibly a different coloured fart cloud around it?
I still ain't got my first one.
It's going to be a different colour, isn't it? It's obviously it's a different Pokemon, isn't it? It's not a Shadow Lugia.
It's the same Shadow Lugia sprite, but it's got a slightly different coloration, hasn't it, because of the aura?
I just find it hilarious that they're like, if you want to get a purified plus move XYZ blah blah blah, and you're like, it's actually the people did like the DPS times TDO comparisons, and they're still worse. Like, surely you could like try and make them a little bit better in some way. And we know that the Shadow gives you like a 20% attack boost anyway, so just adding whatever it was, 20 damage.
Purify it to lose the 20% attack and gain
Yeah.
five attack points. Isn't it going to be worth it, is it?
It makes perfect sense.
In the world of Niantic, it makes perfect sense.
Yes.
You have
exactly.
singular plus and you have double plus, but if you make it double plus, it's not as good as single plus. There you go.
The only thing that I'm hoping is that they do this for like more Shadow Legendaries and ones that are actually useful and good. Like, do it for the legendary beasts.
Rather than two dead ones.
Rather than two ones that are shit as standard, shit as Shadows, and shit as Purified, and are still shit as Apex Legends.
Yeah, but Milo, bro, obviously this Apex, this is a new form of it just confirms what I always say. It's like, how long is this lifespan, man? Like, they're really like, they haven't even got through all of the shadows of the normal legendaries, still waiting on Shadow Regite. Do you know what I mean? MVP. No, but you know what I mean? So it's like, for me, we're now going to go through all the shadows. Then they've just introduced Apex. You've got the Apex. Then they're going to come out with plus star A plus fucking hell. It's like, you know what I mean? It's never ending. You know what I mean? It really is never ending around the same old shit. Same moves, Aeroblast. It's been out for a while now. It's just, as we know with Shadow Pokemon, the IVs are, can be, they
can be whack, yes.
Yes, I'm saying we fall into this trap again of like, oh my God, it's never ending.
It would be nice if like these plus moves and plus did different things. As I remember seeing a tweet from Trainer Tips saying like, the problem is the battle system PvP side and PvE isn't complex enough to allow for these Apex ++ moves to actually do anything more than just say 5 more damage per time. It would be nice if they gave some attack buffs and stuff in PvP bits and pieces possibly, or something else in raids.
Yeah, but that's what I'm trying to say to you. It's like we've had Lugia and Horror. They've been back 18 times. We've had the Shadow stuff. We've had Incinerate. We've had Aeroblast. We've done all of that. Why not look at an opportunity for this Johto tour? How cool would it be to release all 3 legendary beasts as Shadow Pokemon, and maybe they all have their what are the moves called? Like their special moves.
The Gen. I think the Gen 2 one beasts don't get special moves from memory, but
do they not?
But the Gen 1 birds do. So, like Moltres with Sky Attack, but as a ++ or plus Shadow move would be sick.
Oh no, fair. No. I apologise. I should know my facts before I start moaning. I thought that all of the legendaries had a special move. They don't. No.
Not every legendary, but a lot of them do. I agree with you. It's just a shame they started off with 2 of what are factually the worst.
Not to sound like you, bro, and I really don't want to make it negative because I'm really loving tonight. It's just a bit lackluster. It really is another huge opportunity. We know these events are going to come yearly now, and again, I just look at these stats. I look at all the digging on Twitter, and I think you might as well have just not done it, bruv. Do you know what I mean? You might as well have just not done it. I would have rather a chance of getting a Shadow Larvitar, to be honest.
Yeah, a bit more useful. Ian, haven't heard your voice for a long time, sweetie.
There's not a lot to really add that we haven't already said about this. I suppose the only good thing is we get them both during the Johto tour. 3 shadows that, I don't know, they've not said whether they could be shiny or not, so maybe they can't, I don't know. But you know what? 2 slightly more powerful 3 shiny legendaries, plus side and everything. It can't be that bad. Even if they're dead, it'll take up another space in the Pokédex.
As if they put the Apex Shadow thing as an extra Dex entry.
It will be. It'll be another form, won't
It's
it?
another page of the Dex.
Yes.
The only thing that's clicked in my brain, which is something that Coops just said, is about future legendaries. When it comes round to Hoenn Tour next year, and then we get... Imagine if they do Groudon, Kyogre, and Rayquaza with their exclusive special moves in this format. Because that would be worth talking about.
That would be sick. Yeah, that would be good.
I'll be honest with you, that would be incredible, bro. Could you imagine that? Could you imagine Groudon as it with Precipice Blades, right? Could you imagine? But what instead they'll do, they'll go Groudon, Shadow Groudon with Wild Charge, exclusive move. They're going to do that. But they're going to do that. It's just, I just want to just grab them and go, you could make this so
shake
epic,
some
man.
sense into them.
Yeah, you could make this so incredible, bro. So people like me fall out of love with the game. A lot of people have, because of these things. They could, they just need shaking. Like, come on, guys, come on. This could be epic.
Fair enough. We're going to move on to the next section of the news with Ian. He's got the STDs.
Yes, I have an STD.
Or 2 or 3.
Milo has an STD.
Everybody gets STDs.
Everybody gets STDs. Yes, Niantic dropped the STDs the other day, the save the dates for the upcoming community days for March, April, and May. So in March, we've got a community day on a Sunday community day, March 13th, save the date. April's community day is Saturday the 23rd, and May's community day is also a Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
2 Saturday community days in a row. That's good. That is good. So let's have a bit of a talk about what we think the upcoming community days could be. I can tell you 100% that one of them will be Chespin, which I think will be March, because we haven't had a starter since, I believe, October.
Yes, Oshawott, September, mate. September.
So I think Chespin's going to be a March.
I'm going to go with April for Chespin, because that was when Snivy was last year. And sort of doing one every 4 months kind of works out. But we know the bonuses that are going to go in place. We know that March will be the quarter hatch egg distance, then we'll be back to XP for April, and then Stardust for May. The thing that is noticeable is the length of time between 13th of March and then, what is it, the 23rd of April?
23rd of April.
Yeah.
It's like 6
That's
weeks.
a huge chunk of time, which makes me think we'll get a Comday Classic towards the end of March, which would be nice.
Squirtle. It'd be Squirtle Comday Classic.
I'd take Squirtle before Charmander. to be honest.
Predictions. I've got a feeling. I agree with Chespin. I think Chespin will be April. I'm going to go back to my original prediction. I think Timber will be May. I've got a feeling for Timber, but I think there'll probably be something like maybe Lillipup, maybe for March, something like that. It's 3 stages, isn't it? It's Shiny's been out for God knows how long.
And you know what? Getting 3 starters over the course of a year, that's kind of actually a good game plan for Niantic.
Yes, it helps the longevity.
It helps.
Spaces it. I mean, that's what Coops wants as well, don't you? You want them to drag it out. Not drag it out, sorry.
Yes.
Space it.
I'm actually going to go, Mark. I'm going to go the fighter. I think one of those dates will be a fighter Pokemon. Not sure what, but I'm feeling a fighter. I think it's been a while since Machop. Around March, April time, there's usually some sort of fighting event that celebrates the fighter Pokemon.
It's true.
So I'm going to, if I'm allowed to just be a bit weak on my prediction, but I'm going to say a fighter Pokemon for one of those dates, yeah.
That's fair. Timber would work with the egg hatching bonus, because obviously it's like a kind of egg raid Pokemon. I would like to see Togetic, though. I'm going to keep
You've been saying that for a year now.
I'm going to keep fucking prattling on with that.
Can you get a life with that? No one cares about Togetic, bro. You mention it every show.
I know no one cares. Niantic don't care. Fuck them.
I swear you'll be like an old man in a hospital bed going, did we ever get that Togetic community day? I swear to God, bro.
Coops, you want to go into the future?
Yeah. Oh, my dear grandson, it's Pogo Milo UK here.
Milo the Third.
I just, Ian, you play the grandson.
Okay.
I just wanted to contact you to see if that bloody game is still on, because I know that I gave you my account.
Oh yes, I still play Pokemon Go.
Good man. What is the name still Pokemon Go? Because I'd heard it had changed.
No, it's still called Pokemon Go, and I live on 7 stops.
I thought you were going to catch on in and say something like TikToker Go. But okay, mate. Well,
Mate.
I just want to. Sorry. Okay then, grandson. I just wanted to ask before I go. Did we ever get that Togetic community day?
No, great grandpa. I'm hoping it will be next month's community day.
But I'm not going to make it until then. No! Back to reason.
We'll get Charmander 5.0 before we get fucking Toga.
That's some of the finest and most realistic acting I've seen these many years.
I like the familiarity of the mate bit. Did you? All right, mate. I mean,
Sorry.
grandchild.
Sorry. Oh, fuck me.
Jesus Christ. Shall we move on from the Comday stuff then? Mark has the final section of tonight's news, which is going to cover the Pokéball
Holy dolly!
event leading up to Johto.
I just found out that next season's going to be an interlude season in Go Battle League. That's exciting news. So we've got the Pokéball Prep Rally. That is the event that will be very much going on when this episode is released and you're listening to it. So to help us all over the world get ready for the Johto event and to make sure everyone's got enough balls in their hands.
Oi.
We're happy to announce that the Go Tour Pokéball Prep Rally event is going to be happening. But that's not all. Several ball-like Pokemon will be appearing, and this event will also mark Hisuian Electrode's Pokemon Go debut. Oh yeah, Electrode. Yeah, it would be. It's of evolution, won't it? Yeah, so Voltorb to Electrode. Make sure to catch Hisuian Voltorb and get ready for this glimpse into the Hisui region of the Pokemon Legends Arceus game on Nintendo Switch. And of course, no Pokeball celebration would be complete without Ball Guy. You'll be able to dress up as the mysterious mascot of the Gala Pokemon League with a new Ball Guy costume avatar item. That's a way to get your Poke coins spent, isn't it, Milo?
Yeah.
So that runs from Friday, February the 18th at 10 a.m. local time, right through, it's a week long, to Friday, February the 25th, ending at 8 p.m. local time. So it threatens us with a chance to stock up on balls then. So that sounds good, but also it sounds like it's going to get us to use quite a lot of balls as well.
Probably.
Which is kind of...
counterintuitive.
Counterintuitive, yeah. But yeah, we're going to get a Hisuian Electrode, which I'm absolutely excited for. It's 50 candy again to evolve it from Voltorb. It looks slightly more concerned than the Hisuian Voltorb does. Wild encounters during this event, so normal Voltorb, as we would call it, or the blue ball Voltorb, will be out in the wild, as well as its Hisuian variant. Coughing, that hasn't been around for too much. Well, actually, had its Spotlight Hour, didn't it? So Coughing's back out. Maryl's back out. Whalmer, nice to see Whalmer back. Actually, it's been a while since Whalmer's been featured. And everyone's favourite duo, Solosis and Fungus. That's a nice little duo to see that list of special Pokemon. But if you're lucky, you might encounter the following. And I like this. You might encounter the following. Jigglypuff, which can be shiny, and Galarian Stunfisk can be shiny. So this will be the first time it'll be in the wild. It's been in 7-kilometre eggs, hasn't it? I believe up till now.
Yeah, I think it might have been in the Go Fest last year, but yeah, very rare in the wild.
I'm not going to give Amoonguss any airtime because
We'll
fuck
cut that
my
out.
life. Yeah, FML. Bonuses are that buddies will bring you Pokeballs in gift, so that'll be better than those 7 potions and
One sticker.
There'll be field research task rewards, and these will give you tasks to earn Pokeballs, Great Balls, and Ultra Balls. I think it'd be great, wouldn't it, if it was like back in the lockdown days where your buddy bought you like 200 Pokeballs a time. Do you remember that? It's like,
yeah.
there you go. Have 200.
That was nice on the com day, yeah.
Yeah, so good.
It's a week long to stack up on your balls, isn't it, ahead of Johto? And nice to have a Hisuian Electrode in the game. Boys, what do you reckon?
Does anybody else get a bad feeling about this?
Oh, yeah.
Because
What do you
cast
mean?
your minds back to Kanto Tour last year, and we all agreed that we ended with more Pokeballs than we started.
There's another hoot hoot on the screen for us.
Yeah, Ian, you've got a good point though, bro. That's
Yes,
actually
he
what
has.
happened. Yeah.
So if they're making the stock up, but do you think they're not going to be giving us as many Pokeballs as they did last year? Because let's say there was no shortage of Pokeballs last year, and we all were in agreement that everybody ended with more than they started with, despite catching like crazy.
It's a possibility, actually. A possibility.
Good point, Ian, to be fair.
We'll have to see, because there's going to be research tasks dotted around, obviously, on Johto Tour. There's going to be research quest lines and stuff. We have no idea. I don't know if we know what items are going to be put out. We'll have to see next weekend, but it is a nice sort of little event. I've seen, like, mixed feelings and stuff. Some people going, oh, it's a dead event and stuff. But do you not think it's like, actually, that's the reason it's good? If it's a kind of, like, mediocre, whatever, middle of the rung event, that's perfect in lead up to Johto Tour.
Johto's going to be massive.
Not everything can be a sort of 5-star event.
No,
Not
but
everything
do you
can
even
be
want
10.
it?
for
You
it
don't even
either,
want
yeah.
a 5-star. Yeah, exactly.
Mate, this is coming from me. I thought it was quite a good event. Like, genuinely, I thought it's actually quite
It'll be
a good
quite
week.
funny to
Yeah.
see lots of round Pokemon on the screen.
I
I want
like
to see
the fact
Galarian Stunfisk in the wild. For me, is something to actually go for as well. I like the idea of that.
Coops might actually play for the next week, actually, with that being out.
Yeah, I've already got a rank 1 though, Ian. Thanks, bro.
Do you need XL
Coops,
for
you got
it?
the shiny though, didn't you, as well of that?
No. Yeah, I did. I hatched it. Yeah.
Casual gets a shiny.
The one spawn that stands out to me is actually hilariously Fungus because it's boosted dust. I think it's a 500 dust catch. So that might literally be the only thing I catch.
Oh,
Beautiful.
One G-Fish.
Great League Stunfisk.
Beautiful. He's flexing on his GBL
someone
bollocks.
flexing with his GBL.
God, look at me. Who would have thought? Flexing my shiny Pokemon.
So Coops-
It's my game.
And now over to
Everyone loves
Coopster.
a flex.
Who has the most rank 1 GBL Pokemon?
Oh, that's a good one for another fucking game.
That'll be me on that round.
I think it just leads up neatly into Johto. Let's be honest, boys. And I think that's going to be. We'll chat about that in a bit after this. Yeah, I mean, I've been calling it the Kanto event quite often by mistake.
It's burned in your brain.
Burned in my
Saw it
brain.
on Twitter.
Oh, mate. But you're right. I mean, I played that hard, even though I did it remotely. Rurally, as I should say. But yeah, we were all playing it on our own. There it is. But I think the point being is, like you said, Ian, I played it hard and I had loads of fucking balls still. And I was actually deleting balls and I was going, what the fuck am I doing here? I've never been in that position before.
Yeah.
Actually, what Coop said, it's actually not a bad event. I mean, but it's got a release that needs to happen. Actually, it's boosted Stardust Catch. I forgot about that on Fungus. Sorry. So actually, it's just Solosis that's shit. Would the evolved Fungus, which is Aboombagus or whatever it's bloody called, Amoonguss, that'll get even more Stardust then, wouldn't it?
Yes, that is a
That'd
big
be a
boost.
mega one.
Form, yeah.
So Solosis really is the only shit thing.
The test,
there, I
the
guess.
Translucent testicle.
Yes, translucent testicle.
And of course, Milo's really excited about Whalmer. A bit of a Thanos in there.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah, it's all right shiny in it. It's an all right shiny.
It's a good
Smiles
shiny.
at you, doesn't it? Just always smiling.
Yeah, grinning little bastard.
Like Coops.
Grinning bastard.
So he's got his mouth.
Not after we've rinsed into him for a little while.
Which is that Mark? He's always got his mouth.
That's just unfortunate.
That's Fungus that has his mouth like that.
Yeah, Fungus does actually. Looks like something else actually. But yeah, you're absolutely right, Milo.
But on that note, it perfectly leads into... it doesn't perfectly lead into this. We skipped out on talking about Deoxys last week because we were, having so many people join us for the show. But Ian and myself are the counter bros.
All the bros who want to marry each other and live together happily ever after. Beep, 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 beep,
We'll spend evenings
you're just
together going
jealous,
through
Coops.
Ray
You're just
Boss
jealous.
counters.
Yeah, I am jealous, Ian. Let me be fucking jealous.
I want to go through Deoxys counters with you, Ian.
No,
We don't want to listen to
I
them.
really don't.
No.
I really don't.
Counter Brothers with Coops and Mark.
One
Don't
week. We'll do
raid.
it 1 week. We'll do it 1 week. What do you mean don't raid? Who gave you a shiny, bitch? Who gave you a shiny? Answer.
Moving on. No, I got a shiny from Coops, but thanks, bro.
So anyway, moving on. Deoxys is a pure psychic type, which makes it weak 2, Milo.
Dark, Ghost, and Bug type Pokemon. I mean, you can chuck Bug types out of the window, frankly, because they're like a D tier Pokemon. You're more likely to actually use a Mewtwo against it, to be honest. Don't forget Venipede in there. So the key things you're going to want to focus on are the Ghost and the Dark types. So we've got a couple of Megas in there, don't we, Ian?
Yes, I'll start with the first Mega. We love it. Mega Gengar. Of course, with that one, you're looking for Shadow Claw, Shadow Ball.
It is weak to Psychic types, though, because it is a dual Ghost and Poison.
It is a monster.
It is a monster, but it does die very quickly. So if you want to not die so quickly in raids, some other ones you could chuck in there. Mega Houndoom, Marky Boy's favourite Mega, with his Hundo.
Another Mega Gyarados, with dark moves, Bite and Crunch.
Yep, that's a very good pick, very, very good pick. And moving into some Legendaries and Mythicals, Darkrai is right up there. In fact, Darkrai, I think, is listed as the number 2 counter. You want Snarl and actually Shadow Ball for it. Shadow Ball does better damage.
Giratina is your next legendary, which kicks some serious ass. Of course, with that one, you want the Origin form, and you're looking for Shadow Claw, Shadow Ball.
Absolutely. And back to the Dark types, Yveltal, which we had back in May of 2021. One of my personal favourites, actually. I like that one.
One that we've not really mentioned here before, but this, actually, I like this one. Hydreigon with Bite and Dark Pulse.
Yes, that doesn't really get much of a look in, actually. Sitting in the tier of the pseudo-legendaries is Chandelure, nice ghost type. You want, I think is it Hex, Shadow Ball on it.
Shadow Ball, yes. One that everyone's probably got on the decks. Former Community Day Pokemon. Coops loves this one. He gets a little bit wet when we talk about this one. But Tyranitar with Bite and Crunch.
He loves it.
His love for Tyranitar. Yeah, that's up there. Couple of little budget counters you could chuck in there. I wouldn't recommend using Umbreon personally. It's not a good pick. There isn't really an evolution to go for.
You still mentioned an evolution.
I've still mentioned it. Yes, you could
Coops,
chuck
where
in.
was your beep beep beeps?
I'm just on Tinder. No, I'm joking.
So you're not on 6 people.
We're not sponsored this week.
Yeah. Sorry. Edit that out.
Not
So I'm just on 6 people out.
6 people out. Oh my god. Some other ones I would probably recommend you could go for are Honchkrow and Weavile, which agree need a Sinnoh Stone to evolve and 100 candy, but they do both do very good DPS in the Dark type category. And a Ghost budget. It's a bit tricky, but you could go for Burnett, evolving from Shuppet. Does have good sort of DPS and good moves, but it's very, very glassy.
These counters are suitable for all forms of Deoxys.
Absolutely.
Bear in mind that when you get to defense form, it is a tank.
You're going to need more than one person to take down defense form. Brilliant stuff, Ian. That was the Counter Brothers for this week. And we can nicely lead into the main chat. The main chat for this week isn't going to be too crazy or anything significant, but Niantic did open up an article which has basically put out a list of city locations around Europe for Johto Tour that are going to, have mini events in them. And I thought we could just have a little look at them because 2 places in London, guys, and there's a lot of UK cities on this list. A couple in Germany, Poland's on there as well. In fact, majority of them are in the UK, which is quite interesting to see. Let's just have a little chat about what this is, what it means, etc. Because do you remember they did this for last year with Kanto Tour?
They did, yes. They put a little marquee up, didn't they, and then just gave a few goodies away.
It was basically like a tent in a very small area. We should stress that they're not. They say like they're sort of designed for like meet and greets, and they're Niantic's way of, I guess, getting players to meet each other. So if you do want to sort of do that, there's chance for photo ops, as they say, and 1 or 2 other things. But they're very, very minor. They're not proper event spaces or anything like that. If you want to play Johto Tour, don't go to these parks, basically. Apart from the one in the Westfalen Park in Dortmund, because we can all confirm that is lit.
Yes.
Facts.
But Westfalen Park, you also have to pay entry for. It's not free entry into the park.
True. I mean, Mark, Ian, we're not going. I'll just say this now. We're not. We're not going to.
Seriously, no. We're staying in Ealing. We are staying.
I'm going to Whitfield Park.
Ealing.
Yeah,
Whitfield Gardens.
Whitfield Gardens. They've renamed Walpole Park.
I mean, I like the idea of it. I mean, I guess if you live near those areas and you might not be playing it other than on your own, and you're not normally in the big Pokemon area, and they've picked like an area, you might think about, well, actually, I might go there and see if anyone else is playing it, and it's then designed for that very purpose. There's no benefit to putting it in like Hyde Park because that isn't what they're trying to get with these events. These are just like little spots. Because even the one in Bristol, Milo, that isn't a big area either.
No, it's not. It's a little tiny triangle, isn't it? Sort of it's like out near Main Road and shopping centre, really.
Exactly. So I think they're designed very much for that networking opportunity, isn't it? You can do 6 special trades if you live in an area where you can't sort of meet loads of people. It might facilitate some of those things you might not be able to do normally, possibly. A big list, though.
A very, very big list. And it's interesting you brought up Dortmund and Westfalen Park on there because, of some people's senses gone, does this mean they're testing and trying out bits and pieces? Does this mean we could get GoFest Germany this year?
Yeah,
because they're bringing the park. It's the first time we've seen Westfalen Park being listed for an event since 2019. It gives me hope, guys. It gives me hope that it's a possibility.
We need it to happen. If anyone from Niantic is listening, we need Dortmund to happen this year.
Yes, please.
Pretty please,
yes,
Niantic.
Please.
Pretty please, Niantic.
If it happens, Casual Coops will come over to Dortmund as well.
No, I actually and listen, I 100% actually will. That is a fact. I've got a best friend there, and I want to go and see him, so I'll stay. Yeah. I know Milo doesn't believe me, but I will actually be there.
The thing is, when you say you're going somewhere, Coops, you generally don't turn up.
Listen, that's why Mark wouldn't marry me. I've shot myself in the foot.
You wouldn't turn up to our wedding, would you bugger?
Stand you up.
There is also an entrance fee for Britzer Garten in Berlin. I'm sure I've butchered that name. So there's 2 parks that require an entry fee on it, and they go from 10 a.m.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
10 a.m. to 5 p.m. the local time. So they're not like the full length of the Saturday, but I think, as Mark said, pretty sensibly, they're sort of, if you're playing on your own and you want to meet trainers and stuff, you can find a location, which is quite cool. But you're more than welcome to join us in Walpole and Ealing if you want to have a good day playing Johto Tour. Shall we go ahead and choose our Johto Tour medals in game?
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Let's go for it. And you can pick and choose what colour, because everybody else has been doing it on Twitter, saying like, I'm going silver, I'm going gold, whatever. Mark it in, choose your medal.
And I am going silver.
Is that for the blue? Is it blue titty cow?
That is for the blue titty cow.
Ian would prefer to have a mill tank on the medal rather than a Lugia. Hey, so he's got 1 medal down. Marky boy.
Right, your boy has gone gold.
Way. Gold.
Gold, always
Beautiful.
believe in gold. And my reason is simply, it would have changed this week if I'd got shiny Teddy Ursa, because there's been a few of them spawning over the place. But I need Teddy Ursa. Spinnerack is also one I haven't got. And, Mantine, I think you get one of each type. You get I know Fampi has an evolution.
I'd say Mantine's cool.
But Mantine doesn't.
Fampi
It's
has
cool.
the evolution, yeah.
Yeah, and I am going to follow suit with Marky Boy and choose gold.
But it means we can trade with Ian on the day now, so that's a result, because you
Does
want to have
indeed.
people on both versions. So that's a good one.
There's the Ho-Oh badge. I do like the gold badge. Looks nice. I know a lot. I've seen more people choosing silver, which has been interesting to
Silver
see.
does seem the most popular option, I believe, but it's funny you should talk about that.
Is that Mark's
Whip it out, Mark.
Oh, well, I've been criticised. I'm not criticised, actually. That's probably a bit harsh, but I've been told that I haven't been having my poll out for long enough in the past, boys. It's
Cold, it's a cold time of year, though, isn't it?
It is.
Yeah, I don't want a shriveled pole. No one wants a shriveled pole.
I like a poll that encourages a bit more longevity and more people on it. See, this is why you should have picked me, Coops. This is why you should have picked me, my poll. Earlier today, it has closed now, I asked the question, so Johto Tour, what are you picking? And actually, we had 145 people on my poll tonight.
Busy work,
Busy
Mark.
poll, yeah.
The final result was 46% are going gold and 54% are going silver. So yeah, for what you said, Milo and Ian, for what we've seen, more people are picking silver. Well, fractionally they are, and more people are picking silver. I think it's like that, isn't it? There'll be a lot of people that haven't got Miltank, so I get it. Totally get it. Like, I haven't got Teddy Ursa, and that's why I'm going gold, because that little green bloody bear can't elude me.
I've had a nest on my doorstep for 2 weeks and not got it.
Oh, have you had a nest? The Teddy Ursa net?
I had a Teddy Ursa nest and the
Wait,
fuckers.
do you have a nest on your doorstep?
Here we go.
Can I just quickly say, though, I just want to quickly say that, obviously, as you look, now I'm at a stag do next weekend, so unfortunately I can't actually participate, even though I would. But if I was going to pick a badge after paying for it, I would, Ian, also go silver. So it actually would have been 2-2 between us all.
2-2. Coops, do you not want me to spoof your account and take it to Ealing?
Do you know what, mate? As long as you get me Skarmory XL candy, it's a deal.
He was Delibird, don't you,
All he's
Coops?
going to catch for you, Coops, is shiny Skarmory all day.
All day long. Delibirds as well for you, Coops.
Actually, I quite like that, Milo. We'll have a chat about that, bro.
We'll see what happens. But we've just chosen our medals, explain kind of why we're choosing them. We've seen that majority are going silver for this. With Johto Tour next week, we've actually had some interesting stuff pushed through in the code, and I did actually refer to Coops' boyfriend's video, Pokédaxy. Thanks for posting this. 2 bits of sort of interesting news with the Johto Tour. First and foremost, you may remember we bitched and moaned last year about the NPCs at Pokestops.
Oh, yes.
And Niantic have released today, at the time we're recording this, the list of what trainers are going to be picked. Mark, you thought that you might have been picked, but somebody's got the same lineup, the same avatar item, clothing
Very
and everything.
good. They probably saw mine and thought, I like that. So fair play to you if you did do that and I inspired you. You got yourself in the game. Well done. Well done indeed.
But it's interesting that they've gone for what they have. But some good news.
Good news.
There is apparently going to be a toggle so you can turn the fuckers off. So hopefully that won't lag the game. So all hell like it did last year, and you won't be interacting with them.
When 100% of the playlist turns the NPCs off.
Turn the NPC. Once you've done they'll probably be in the quest or something like battle X amount of trainers, and then you can turn them off, which would be
Wasn't
great.
it like up to about 20 at one time in last year?
It was that uncreative research where they made you battle 1, 3, 5, and then 7, 9.
Milo, can we? I know you're going to talk about it, but can I say what I'm really excited for the data mining? But I'll only just top line it. You can add the bulk to it. We could potentially be seeing the first ever legendaries in the wild.
Absolutely.
For this event.
Absolutely. A bit more. It's the only sound effect we have of Pokédaxy.
Love it.
How that's going to work is what it seems like. You will have to take snapshots with the legendary. So Entei, Suicune and Raikou apparently might appear on the overworld, the actual map, like the normal Pokemon, but you have to take a snapshot with them before they flee. And it says, like, in the game text or whatever, it says, like, these Pokemon are most likely to flee. So you probably won't be able to catch them. I was thinking is, you know how we have to choose a starter? And
yeah, oh yeah, we have got that as well, yeah.
Mark and Ian are going for Totodile. I'm going for
Totodile.
Cyndaquil. Coops is going for Stella.
A Bundelenga.
A Bundelenga and a Stella. What this might mean is that the legendary that corresponds to the typing of the starter you choose is the one that you have to snapshot and encounter and stuff, which could be reasonably interesting.
Wouldn't it be amazing, though? I mean, most likely will flee. And like I said, it's probably going to flee. But wouldn't it be great if there was like a 1% chance you could catch a wild legendary? Because that'd be fucking epic, wouldn't it?
We will find out on Friday night from Chibati Island.
Chibati Island.
I'm hyped, and there's a few other bits and pieces dotted around here. They've discovered like how many lines of text and pages there are for each of the research and things.
I wonder where you're going then, Milo, when you start talking about lines.
I did.
I'm not Coos. This is obviously the final show prior to Johto Tour actually happening. It's not the final recording for us, but I'm very excited to be playing with Mark and Ian in Walpole. It'll be fantastic. Because, like Mark said, he played rurally for Kanto. Ian, you were playing on your own up in the north.
You always is playing by...
I always play by myself.
Are you guys excited?
Hell yeah.
It's just the posse getting back together, isn't it? I mean, that's always a good day, whether we're playing Pokemon Go or not.
There's nothing I love more than getting up earlier than normal, getting myself ready, getting in the car, going on a bit of a road trip, getting down, I've done Walpole before. That was brilliant. I'm so buzzing for it. I bloody am, getting that date in the calendar. It's like a week or so away now. And this is just new shinies. It isn't just about the ones that we get increased shiny boosts on. There are other shinies as well. This isn't just about us getting like the blue titty cow, which obviously Ian you'll be buzzing for, the green gummy bear me and Milo will be buzzing for. There's all of them. Hoot for fuck's sake. We can get the shiny bloody hoot.
Fucking hoot.
I'm very aware though that just remember we're not guaranteed any of the shinies we want. I mean, look, remember back to Kanto last year, I didn't get any new ones except for one Hitmon.
This is true.
Except for what? Yeah,
that's
you're right,
true.
Ian.
Yeah. Because you remember that it was Hitmonlee and Hitmonchan were separated over the tickets with increased shiny chance, and I got the one that wasn't on my ticket before getting the one that was on my ticket, and then
I
Ian
got
didn't.
the Chan in the second to last hour, and that was it. I didn't get the Lee at all.
It's a lottery, isn't it? It's an absolute lottery. But Walpole Park is a mysterious park, and when you went down there for Go Festy, and you had a bloody good luck, didn't you, down there?
I had a good day. I got the shiny Gyarados in the wild, which again, pretty good. I mean, we guaranteed a shiny Gyarados in Johto Tour, so
yes,
that's good news.
I'm buzzing for it, Mike. Are you looking forward to having us down?
Yeah, I'm looking forward to having you guys come down and play for the day. It'll be really, really good fun. I want to see shit tons of shinies for everybody, and hopefully the weather holds. Fingers bloody crossed that there's no rain for that day, and we'll go for a meal afterwards. It's going to be a beautiful, beautiful day. Really, really looking forward to it. And Coops, enjoy the stag do.
Thank you, mate. Yeah, I'm
on a
gutted,
reel.
obviously. Yeah. No. Gutted, obviously, like listening to you guys, and like I said, I'd love to be there because when we meet up, it's always a motive. But listen, it is what it is. It is what it is. So yeah, I'll fill you in on who I chatted up the week after.
We'll have two different wrap ups in 2 weeks' time. We'll have the Johto Tour wrap up and Coops' stag do wrap up.
Yeah. Our challenge to you, Coops. We're going to set you a challenge, right? We're looking for shinies on Johto. You need to find a girl that begins with a J, and you need to bed her, mate. There you go. That's your challenge. A Jill, Jillian.
Okay.
We've been talking about Johto, we've been talking about shinies. I think it's right to move on to our favourite section, shinies of the week.
Shinies of the week.
All right, mate, so I'll go first. So I've got one from Fabian, which is at FabianVM3. I got one of at Coops the Casuals Shiny Balls right after finishing the latest episode of the at Incensed podcast. Hashtag Shinies of the Week. And I picked this one because of this hashtag. Mark, you're going to love this. Hashtag Faith missed out on a whole inch of dick. that was a shiny Voltorb for Fabian then.
A whole inch of dick. Oh my god.
Just the one.
Just the one.
Just the one.
Okay, I've got the next one. Now, this one, we're going to like this one. I feel it's only fitting to mention our very own Newcombs with @Incensed Podcast. I
know where
couldn't
this is going.
resist. I might not have gotten this when I was listening to the podcast, but it did come from Milo. Schlundo Hoppip, #Shiners of the Week, worthy. And it was a Schlundo Hoppip from Community Today, and he wasn't listening to the podcast, but he was listening to me and Milo talk bollocks all day. So it kind of counts.
Very much so.
It's a great. I mean, that's phenomenal, isn't it? I saw it on the video. That was phenomenal.
I thought he was taking the piss. I genuinely thought, because he was sort of like, oh. And then one of my mates was sat next to him and like, oh, it's a Schlundo. I'm like, nah, it can't be. And then you turned it around.
You was in disbelief, wasn't you?
I didn't think. I'm like, no, you're bullshitting me. And then suddenly, yes, it's a Schlundo Hoppip. To which Newcomb said, I wish I picked something better for a trait. But I have this next one, which I think is very fitting, based on what Coops and Mark have been catching this evening. Infinite Valor, Ian has put, hands may be numb from the freezing cold, but that's not stopping me shiny hunt while listening to @Incensed Podcast. Go check them out. #Shinies of the Week, #Pokemon Go, #Shiny Pokemon. And it's a shiny Hoot Hoot.
Brilliant. It's brilliant.
Without the top hat, but the stock shiny Hoot Hoot. Big congrats, Ian. Nice one.
Very, very good. So, so this one's from our podcast photographer, everything brilliant, the Keen Brown. So I was listening to the first anniversary episode, and once I heard Armoured Chansey, I kid you not, a shiny Chansey spawned on my Incensed. I'm taking this as a sign to create another concept at Laugh Out Loud. So I'm excited for this. I am excited for Armoured Chansey. That's @Incensed Podcast, #Shiners of the Week, #Armoured Chansey. Thank you, Nakeem.
That's fantastic. Yes, mate. Put that Armoured Chansey, Riot Gear Chansey together.
We need you to create that, yes.
Big congrats. And obviously, if you want to get involved with Shinies of the Week, tag us on Twitter or send us a DM on Instagram or tag us on Instagram in a post using #Shinies of the Week for a chance to be featured. SHINIESOFTHEWEEK is that hashtag that you're going to need. And hopefully we can see some of your sparkly or hundo gains next week as well.
Shinies of the week.
That is all we're going to have time for tonight because I really don't want to be doing another 22-hour edit. Thanks, people. Not anytime soon, anyway. We're going to say thank you so much for tuning into the show. If you enjoyed, please drop us a 5-star review to really help us out.
Approved.
And make sure you hit the follow button as well to be alerted when new episodes drop. I was going to say, has anyone got anything tonight that's worthy of noting?
Somebody has.
Somebody's flexing. It's not a Hoot Hoot, Mark. I'm disappointed.
Did you catch that today?
Just now.
Date code to the 17th. Yeah, he did, yeah.
What a hundo frillish.
He's got a hundo frillish. Is that research? It must be a research.
Wild.
What?
Insects, I should say.
Yeah, research is
my
like, it's not 18
God.
on the end. Yeah, well done, mate. GG's.
So Mark is on point, starting as he did last year as well with all of the luck. Do you remember that?
Oh, God.
Yes, he did, didn't he?
Well, I've got Diddly Squat, Farm Shop.
I
Please sponsor us.
also have Diddly Squat. Jeremy, yes, please. Get on board.
My dick.
Coops.
Marky Boy with all the good fortune for this episode. We'd like to extend an extra special thank you to the Patreon members who help support the podcast, all the bronze and silver tier members. Thank you so much. And a special thank you to the gold members, Hermes Ninja, Tish Smith, Spiderlog, JB, Clifford Mert, and Agent MLI. You guys make the production of this podcast possible. Thank you so much for your top tier support. Wishing you all the very best luck on Johto Tour next weekend. Ian and Mark, at least we know we'll be turning up. Coops, enjoy your hangover, mate. But on that unsurprising bombshell, we'll catch you all next week. Do take care.
I choose you!